Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm referred to as the Big Game Hunter because I coach people to play their professional game and their personal game bigger. And I want to talk with you as an HR professional in particular. And it can apply to hiring managers as well, who sometimes have staff people do part of the interview. Uh, to talk with you about one of the I can't call it anything else, stupid interviewing mistakes that you as an organization are making. And that is, you really don't spend time understanding how people should be interviewed in order to evaluate them for your organization. Now, I want to start by saying I have a bias against interviewing for fit because you're not using any sort of way that objectively measures fit for either your current staff or for outsiders. So, in not using a standardized approach to evaluate for fit, I think you're prone to infect the process with your own biases and thus hire people just like you rather than bring any sort of diversity into your organization. Now, that's where I start off by acknowledging my own opinions from my 40 plus years. Now, let's go further. For you as an HR professional, when you're or you have a hiring manager who's interviewing for a position, have you ever sat in on their interviews to see what questions that they're asking that will objectively measure whether an individual is qualified to do the job? And some of the tangents that they go through, that they go down, that might distract them from the real crux of what the evaluation should be. Have you ever noticed how bias sometimes injects itself into the interview? I suspect not. Usually what HR does is trust that the hiring manager really can evaluate for what they're looking for. And they're not really aware of some of the rat holes that they go down that, shall we say, again, let me drop the bias term here, that distract them from really qualifying people effectively. It's why these managers have more turnover than others. It's why these managers often have dysfunctional groups and have to replace staff and are trying to move people out with regularity. There are many other tip-offs that these managers aren't as good at interviewing as others, but these are two of the obvious places where bad hires, bad interviewing really creeps in. For you as a hiring manager who sometimes has staff people interview, have you ever asked them to qualify for very specific things and then ask them the questions that they might ask? Because you may find out that part of the reason that you're getting turn downs on your offers is because their nerves or their uncertainty about what to really ask for to satisfy you is causing the job applicant to have doubts about joining a team like this. So your willingness to prepare staff and explain why it is you want them to ask particular questions will go a long way toward avoiding some of these, unfortunate misunderstandings. And before you dismiss the applicant for doing that, you'd react the same way. If you had someone lame sitting in front of you, you question, the rational behavior of this organization to put out someone so incapable in front of you to evaluate you. So take a little time with your staff to coach them about what to ask, why you want them to ask it, what you're looking for in the way of an answer. And that's going to go a long way towards solving some of these behavioral quirks that cause job applicants to really doubt the effectiveness of your team, the quality and caliber of your team, and of your organization. I'm Jeff Altman. I think you'll find this helpful if you apply this, and you'll see some loose ends in your organization. I'd also love to help you with recruiting. Reach out to me. My phone number is 646-374-8656, or you can email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. By the way, there's a lot of information on my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. Click the tab on top that says blog and look for No BS hiring advice. I'd love to help you with staffing. And if for some reason your budget doesn't allow you, there's a lot of information that'll help you there as well. Hope you have a great day. Take care.